Hey, good people, it's your man Shannyn Casino. Welcome back to another episode of Fifth Charge. Thank you for clicking the link. Put this down real quick. Yes. Another day on the pod. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you got some good news that came to you within this week so far. I hope you're expecting some good news, and I hope that you receive what it is that you are looking for in this week, in this month. Yeah, it's been a busy month so far, and we're only about a week and some change in, and it's just been busy. There's different things going on and stuff. I find myself, I'm just gonna jump in. Oh, before I even go further, you guys, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe here on Fifth Charge. We're trying to grow our numbers. We're trying to go to the next level with this thing because, like I said before, I'm not going to stop doing this thing. This is about growth for me, and hopefully, while I'm growing and working on myself, you can watch and you can be working on yourself as well. We can do this thing together. I always say, around the world, no matter where you go, there is somebody that you run into, that you will run into, or that you can run into. There's a possibility that you're going to run into somebody that has a word for you that will break the chains and will make impact on you enough that you would take what they say and you would take it seriously, and it would lead you to self-revelation. And that's what this podcast is about. It's about listening to my journey and allowing the things that I've been through, my experiences, how I was led to God, how I was led to Jesus. Um, Maybe I will say something that will lead you to Jesus. That's my hope. That's my hope and my prayer. That's why I'm doing this. Um, I don't think I was set out to speak in front of people. That wasn't what my goal was. My goal was to be an entertainer, dance, sing, write, because that's where I feel like my strengths were, especially with writing and choreography. So that was my goal. But I do have a lengthy resume of performing, in performing arts and performing in front of people. And when I thought I was going to be an entertainer, it turns out that God is like sending me in this direction to speak to people. And I believe that I've been through enough in my life, which, my story is not the worst story you've ever heard, but it's not the best story that you ever heard. Um, but I believe that through my journey and through the things that I've been through in my life, I can only hope and pray that it resonates with you, and that once again it leads you to self-revelation for yourself, for you to pick up the good book and find yourself in the book and let the book read you as you read the words. Let it read you. Tell you where you might need to change or where you might need to pick yourself up, and just self-improve all around. Self-care, self-love, self-improvement, and love of God. The more you get to know God, the more you get to know the true you. That's really what it is. So that's what Fifth Charge is. Um, if you would go to 2 Timothy chapter 4 and 2, you will find where it says, I urge you, and you have been charged. I urge you to stay prepared in season and out of season, where it says to preach the word, where it also says to correct, and where it says to rebuke. And last but not least, number 5, it says to encourage. When I read that, the day that I read that, it really spoke into my spirit, and it boosted me up. And that's when I confirmed the name of this podcast to be Fifth Charge. So you can find it in 2 Timothy. Shout out to Pastor Brian Bullock at Union Church, because the day that I got that was a Sunday. I was already looking for a name for the podcast. I knew that charge was it. I said, is it charged? And it never left my spirit for a whole week. And finally, I went to church, which was at Union Church with Pastor Brian Bullock here in Charlotte. And he said in chapter 2, 1 and 7, God did not give you the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And so from me reading that, going into that, I ended up reading all the way up until I got to chapter 4. I just kept reading. Once I got in Timothy, it's one of my favorite books, along with Ephesians in the Bible. Um, excuse me. And once I started reading and I got to that, when I got there, I just kept going back to that. I even passed it, and I just kept going back to that. And I said, it's saying something to me. It's speaking to me. It's saying something. And then because my name is Shannyn, but I always say SynCo, which is short for Shannyn Casino, SynCo. But then my birthday's in May, 5. SynCo in Spanish is 5. My niece's birthday is May 5th, 05. And so therefore it just made sense, 5. And then I love the number 5 because it's the number of grace. So that I add on faith, excuse me. But I added on faith and favor, mercy, all those words, and I'm like, man, 5 letter words, and so it was fifth. And then when I got to that verse and it had those five charges, I said, that's it. So that's how we came about with fifth charge, and I'm on it. And so I'm still developing it, you guys, and I'm still growing into it. But I definitely, I'm happy that you guys have tapped in. And if you have been here before and you have returned, I am just happy that you're back. Does my heart good to know that I have a return viewer, because that's the hardest thing about these podcasts. Like some people, the attention span is so short for people that they will go ahead and they'll watch the reel, they'll watch a clip, and then they never return. Just like some people who go to church. I feel like I need to go to church, feeling I need to go to church, they go to church, and then the pastor speaking to them, they get happy, but then they don't return. That's somewhere in the Bible too. I want to say it's in Matthew's. um, Seed that falls on we're looking for seed that falls on good soil, um, and not seed that falls amongst the thorns, where people get happy for a moment, but then they don't return. It's like, we want you to fall on good soil, and I'm hoping that for you, and I'm gonna work, like I said, and develop this to be good soil for you to come back and stick with me. So if you haven't already, once again, go ahead and subscribe to the Fifth Charge. Much more to come as I develop this thing. So thank you guys. I really appreciate this thing. Yeah, I was gonna say something, and I don't know. I cut myself off, and I kind of forgot where I was going. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep flowing. I'm just gonna let my wheels spin. Because that's what I like about doing fifth charge is, some things you write down, and I don't mind writing down different things, but I'm trying to pick up who I am off camera. I'm trying to pick it up on camera, because when the cameras come on and the lights come on, and then your mind is going all over the place. So that's why I said I hope you guys grow with me, because when the lights come on, even though I'm comfortable, it's about speaking, and I don't want to speak the wrong things into people's life, and I don't want to. I definitely want to come off judgmental about situations and people and different things. I kind of want to be in the light that I am when it flows, when I'm off camera. Like, somebody calls me and they ask me for advice, or they ask me for some direction on something. I'm comfortable. But this is different. I have the whole world right now. Uh, and in front of me right now. And so I don't want to say the wrong thing. So I get caught up in that. So these are things that I'm working on with developing. And it's not just about the production and things like that, but it's also about working on me to get comfortable. Because as I said, it's easy to jump on stage and sing the song that you wrote, do the dance that you have choreographed, and give off an appeal that works, for a certain kind of crowd. But this is different. This is different. Sitting in front of people and speaking life and speaking encouragement. Yet while I'm encouraging myself, it's a little bit different. So bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about earlier with a friend of mine. You ever wake up in the morning and you have a song stuck in your head, and whatever that song is, that song um, becomes your vibe for the whole day. It's your vibe all day long. And for me, and it depends. Like me, if a song's not in my head, I do try to, when I wake up in the morning, I like to start my day. I pray before I get on my feet. And then when I get on my feet, I'm still in that prayer mode. And what I like to do is I like to turn on a sermon, like a sermon from that past Sunday. I just turn on just to stay current with the pastors, with the teachings, with the word of God. A lot of times the word aligns with what I read. So I usually start off with a sermon while I'm, making my bed and getting myself together, my tea or my coffee, whatever one I'm gonna do. Mostly it's been tea. And I don't know about you guys, just to real quick, I put moringa in my tea in the morning. I don't know about you guys, but it works for me. Google moringa. But I put moringa in my tea. While I'm doing those things, getting myself together, waking up and things like that, um, uh, I like to listen to a sermon, and then I'll get to my prayer room, and I'll sit down, and then I'll pray, and then I'll read. That's my morning routine. So sometimes, um, I do my best to be up by 6, before or by 6. If my eyes pop open at like 5:30, I'm getting up. But sometimes I miss it. Sometimes um I don't I don't get up until maybe 6:30, and sometimes the morning is a little off. But for the most part, that's how I like to go into it, and I start my prayers and things like that. But there are mornings when I get up, you wake up into a song, and a song is just stuck in your head. You ever do that? I know that for me, that's what it is. I have a song stuck in my head, and if I wake up like that, I feel bad for anybody that's around me, because that song it's gonna rub off on you, especially the way I do it, because I start off in the morning with it being like, I start off with it being the song, and as the day goes on, the song, like, I mean, it sticks with me until at least 1 o'clock. It stays with me all day. I can go through my prayers and everything, and then that song will come right back. That song is with me for like most of the day. And by the time the day ends, I'm on some, like, it's the song, but it's so exaggerated. It's so like obnoxious. By the time, and the more obnoxious I get, the more I notice that it sticks on other people. And it's funny because when it sticks on other people, you start hearing them mumbling it. You start hearing them mumbling that same thing, like whatever the song is. Mostly it happens with me most of the time with old songs. It could be anything, like it's like an old school song or something. It could be Busta Rhymes, Tribe Called Quest scenario or something like that. And I might start, wow, wow, like a dungeon dragon. And then I might say that for a while. And then the beat, then I'll start. Wow, like a dungeon dragon. And I might just do that for a while until I hear somebody else say it. And once again, that's what fifth charge is about. You get to hear me talk about God until it rubs off on you. That's my mission. That's my mission. And in the process, we talk about all kind of stuff. We talk about everything. We talk about, all kind of different things. That's what it is. That's what fifth charge is. And I hope that you guys are onto it. I hope you're feeling it, because I know I'm feeling it. I'm not stopping. I'll be here. I'll be here. Yeah. I I had to do something, you guys. I had to do something this past week. I'm not too happy about it, but I had to break down and I had to do it. And I've been saying it. I've been saying it for a while, and finally I did it. I had a physical. The end of 2024. I had a physical, and they did the eye test and everything. And when they did the eye test, they told me I had 20/20 vision, and I kind of went, I do, in which I've had really really good vision. I do have really really good vision, but lately, I want to say within the last 2 years, and I've been kind of fronting. I've been kind of like, I'm good. But lately, I had to come to grips, you guys. After all, I am 45 years old, right? I'm 45 years old. But lately, within these last 2 years, I've been kind of like reading stuff, and I just be wiping my eyes like, now my eyes are just watery. I don't know. Just wipe my eyes and I look again, wipe my eyes and look again. And here's when I had the moment this past week. I had this moment when I was looking at something and I caught myself take it away from me, whatever I was reading. And I took it away from me and I and I tilted and I tilted my head. And when I caught myself in that position, it was like now you need some glasses. And I had that moment, you guys. So I did. I did. I went to was it Staples or Office Max? I went to Office Max and I said, "No, I don't think I need like prescription. But when it comes to like reading like little words, I went ahead and I got me some glasses, you guys. I had to, cuz I've been holding on to my hip hop, okay? I'm still good, I'm still healthy, I said I'm all right, I'm still swag. I don't need no glasses, I'm good. I've been fronting. I've been fronting, you guys. I've been fronting. So this is your boy. This is your boy now. This is your boy in the morning when I'm reading my Bible. This is your boy right here. This is him. Yep. I don't know who I look like now, but this is me. This is me. I had to keep it real. And there's another young pastor that's in the area who's dealing with the same thing. I think we're close in age. And he talked about it in one of his sermons. He's like, "Yeah, it's one of those." He's like, "I'm there." And I'm here. I'm right along with you, my brother. I'm here. I'm here with the glasses. Finally, I've been hiding from them. I've been running from them, but I can't run from it anymore because I can't read small print. So I need these. So this is I. Do I look distinguished? Do I look? How do I look? Is this a good look for me? Shall I keep this? This is. Am I swagging? I feel crazy, but I'm not putting them back. I'm not. I'm using them because I need them now. I need my glasses. Yeah. Like, what's that thing for you that you realize? Okay, I'm not young anymore. I'm not young anymore. I can. For the ladies. I don't know. Do you still got your? Are you over 40 and you still got your Megan knees? That's the question. Still got Megan knees? Is your knees? Can you still Drop it like it's hard. Drop it like it's hard. You know, when you out with the girls, y'all hanging out, y'all on the dance floor, you still got mega knees, or you like, hey, two step. Let me know where you at. Let me know where you at. Yeah, brother need glasses. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Yeah, just a lot of crazy things going on in the world. You guys, we gotta pray for people. We gotta pray for people. Just things are happening. People are struggling. Sad story that I just seen that, they found two kids in a parking lot in a garage. I thought that was totally sad at a casino. I thought that was totally sad. Totally, totally, totally sad. Very unfortunate. Just all kind of things going on in the world right now. Um, we have to pray for people right now. We have to it's uh, we all need help. We all want to go higher. But if you are strong enough to pray over yourself, because some people just don't know better. Some people don't pray over themselves. Some people don't know better than to pray when they get into rough times, in the bad times. But if you are strong enough to pray for yourself and keep yourself covered, and keep your family covered, I just have one request. If you can just say a prayer for your neighbor, for people and people that you don't know, people that you come across. Like, there's a lot of strangers out there that are like wandering souls, and a lot of them need prayer. A lot of people are lost, and we are living in a biblical time. A lot of things are happening. We're living in a biblical time, and there's a lot of people who run from God, who don't know any better to get closer to God. Um, and so it's easy to say, well, that's on them because we do live. That's the times we in. That's on them. Okay, I get it. But if you are a follower of God and of Jesus, I say to you, put a prayer out there for people that you see in the street. It's tough for me to even get on like social media, and scroll, because every time I see something bad, I don't know the people. I pray for them. I pray for the people. If I'm out in the street and I see a car accident, I pray for the people immediately, right then. And on social media, it's like this, like, the way they do these algorithms, it's crazy. It's like if you look at, it's like we had some unfortunate events with the airplanes in the last few weeks, right? And if you notice, if you watch one or two of those videos, one or two of those surveillance videos on your social media, then everything comes up with those same kind of accidents. Everything comes up. So you have to be careful, as to how much you're consuming of this negativity and these traumatic things. Um, I believe it. I believe it's in real life too. It's not just algorithm. It's like whatever you let go into your eyes, whatever you're watching, that's the energy that you attract out in the real world, out in your walk. When I say real world, because we're looking at real world stuff on social media, but in your walk of your day, in your life, it's just, if you continue to watch negativity on your social media, then that creates your world when you walk outside of your front door. That creates your world. If you watch people fighting all the time, if that's what you watch on your timeline, and I'm not telling you what you should or what you can't watch, I'm just saying, just to beware, be careful of how much you are taking in. But if you're watching fights, like I remember, um, back in the day when World Star Hip Hop was very popular, right? And they used to have the fight compilations. I used to find myself just watching those, and everywhere I went, I either seen a fight or somebody in confrontation or somebody trying to be in confrontation with me, or even my temperament wasn't as passive as it should be in somebody said like you're easily baited into situations that are not for you. You're easily baited because of your intake of what you're watching sometimes on social media. You know, it's a lot of people broken, a lot of people hurt right now. A lot of people want to end it all, and you don't want to run into one of these people, and you don't have the right temperament to de-escalate or to help a person or to speak life into a person in that moment when you actually allow their attitude to bait you into their world, and then whatever energy that they come up with is what you got to deal with. I used to say that to people all the time. Never let people with bad attitudes bait you into into their world, because as soon as you allow them to bait you into their world, they'll beat you with it. You're not going to win. There are some people who just have an energy on them, and that's what they look for all day. They look for somebody to go backwards and forth with under the energy and the spirit that they live by. And if you allow them to pull you into that world, I assure you, you will lose, especially if you are not, if you're, if you consider yourself to be a good person. It's always the people that says, I'm cool, but if you cross me, if you go, then I'm a, yeah, that's exactly the energy they're looking for. I'm cool. I ain't out to get nobody. I ain't out to bring nobody down. I ain't out to hurt nobody. But if you cross me, if you talk to me crazy, if you look at me wrong, if you don't use manners with me, if you don't say excuse me, if you don't say all of this, you're exactly who they're looking for. Because soon as you say that I'm gonna go off, they want that because they want to end it all anyway. And you don't know what kind of people you're running into. I'm sure you don't want to end it all. I'm not saying you got to back down to people neither. I'm not saying that. I ain't saying you got to be, but I'm just saying to pay attention to what you allow your ears to hear and what you allow your eyes to see in this season. Because the spirits in this time right now are so strong. They are so strong. It's just not cool. It's not cool. I don't want to see anything happen to you. Um, out here with the energy that's out here, these principalities, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood alone, but we wrestle against principalities, you guys. Yeah, yeah. You have to be that. You have to be in the spirit, like Jesus in Mark 5:8, where he told a man that had a spirit in him, and he told him, he said, in Mark 5:8, he says, uh, "Come out of this man, you impure spirit. Come out of this man, you impure spirit." And Jesus was calm the whole time. You can't give them, you can't give that energy, you can't give that spirit the energy that it comes in. Can't. First of all, uh, for me, I don't know about you. I don't know who's watching right now, but for me, the halftime show was amazing to me. We're talking about the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl this year, and the halftime show was awesome. It was amazing. It was filled with multiple messages, multiple messages, um, multiple symbols, um, of a lot of people would like to say protests, but multiple symbols of statements. Um, the obvious to a certain community. It was obvious to a certain community, but it wasn't obvious to another community. So they just took it as entertainment that wasn't good. And it was so artsy. It was art. It was well thought. It was a performance that was thought of. I said to someone, I said, the football game was the entertainment. The Super Bowl game itself was sports entertainment. The halftime show was art. It was also entertainment, but it was art and it was a message to the people. Some people use big platforms like that to send a message, to send a wake up call. And some people just use it for entertainment. Who are we to say that he's a rap artist, but then when the when the message don't fit you, we want to take away artist from this guy. We can't take artist from this guy because the show didn't match what you wanted to see to be entertained. And he's not just a rapper, he's a rap artist. And and I just want to give a shout out to Kendrick Lamar, the whole TDE, SZA, Serena Williams came through. Um, if you didn't get it, it wasn't for you. Straight like that. If you didn't get it, it wasn't for you. Um, the song title, the song title, the song hook is saying exactly what it's about. They not like us. And I think the performance really, really, really let you know who they are and who us is. Okay? That's how it's like if you didn't get it, then it wasn't for you to get. It was something that you are never going to get. You like the understanding that you do have, which is which is fine. Which is fine. It's been fine. This is, that's the understanding you have, and you wanted to rock out, and you wanted a lot of hits that you knew and things like that. And shout out to Kendrick for not taking that moment, because he did have bigger hit songs than some of the other ones that he did. Some older songs that were bigger than the newer ones that are out. But he did the ones that were necessary to the message. Um, Everybody on the field, everybody on the show as dancers, everybody is black. If you felt like that was an insult to you as maybe a Caucasian brother or sister in this country, if you took that as an insult, then that means it definitely did go over your head. The message went over your head, and it's okay. It's okay. I can't even start to tell you how many phone calls I got from people asking me about the performance and what it meant and what it said. What was he saying? I get it. It's a rap. He's a rapper. I know a lot of people. I don't understand what he's saying and all of that. I get it. I get it. They've been saying that about rap since the beginning. Um, and once again, it's for who it's for. Um, there's a lot of rock artists that you don't know what they're saying. But if you're into rock and you're a rock fan, then you understand exactly what Aerosmith is saying. You understand exactly what Mick Jagger is saying. You know, I understand what they're saying, but there's some people that say I don't get what he's saying. Right? Same thing. It's just about what you're into, and you're not wrong for loving Mick Jagger. You're not wrong for loving other rock artists. You know, but it's funny. It just seems like everybody else is wrong for liking a rap artist or liking what the show did, and that's not cool. Um, You get on, there's a lot of, um, good creators, content creators on social media that has broken down that I'm like, and guess what? What I love about it is that it's not just black people on social media breaking down the performance. There are white brothers and sisters that are breaking it down, and they have the same. It's because I like rap. You know, rap is bigger than Gangsta's Paradise and Regulators. Something that a certain side of America with those kind of songs that, oh, I like that song, or a Snoop Doggy Dogg song, iconic, songs. It's Yeah, this is the beginning of a new artist. As I said before, it's just like when Tupac first came out. America wasn't really happy about Tupac when he first. Oh, he's too hardcore. That's what Uncle Sam was saying. Shout out to Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson. That's shout out to him. That's what he was playing, Uncle Sam, and he was saying to Kendrick, "You know how to play the game. You got to make other people feel comfortable. Don't go too hardcore because they're not going to accept you." So within the message of his show, it's it's showing the proof in the way people are reacting. That's how far over the heads of some people it's going. He's saying, no, keep it calm, be nice, be good so that you can be accepted, so that be a good boy, right? And being a good boy means to be muzzled. Don't say the truth. One thing we can't have here in America, don't tell nobody the truth. Don't say nothing real. Because if you say something real, one life deducted. That was a message. Look at every leader that we've had that brought unity. And when they bring unity and see people are waking up to a system, to America's game, we don't like that. So we found a way to take this person out. Squid Games. So I don't want to get too political into things like that. Um, but and I'm not saying all this to say that Drake is a horrible artist, because he's not. He's a great artist. He's good. He's a good rapper. He's a good rap artist. He does his thing. We've been listening to him for the last 15 years. We've been listening to Drake. He's good. Who don't love Young Money? Who don't love Cash Money? We yeah, back that thing up. He's from that lineage of music, right? So we're not mad. It's just that you know Kendrick stands for something that might be a little bit different from what Drake stands for. But it doesn't take anything away from Drake's the true fans that are for Drake. Doesn't take anything away from him. He still sells out shows. Awesome. But Kendrick has a fan base too. And as I was saying about Tupac, you didn't like Tupac when he first came out. He was too hardcore, too up in your face, too Black Pantherish. It was too much. But guess what? Now that he's gone, I know a lot more. I know a lot more white brothers and sisters that love Tupac to to the ends. Like it's Pac. I love Pac. Younger and older. We love Pac or Tupac. love we love Tupac. Absolutely we love Tupac. But it's crazy. We didn't love him when he was here. I'm watching a series right now called The Chosen, which is awesome, and I do recommend get into that. Shout out to Dallas Jenkins, director, producer of this show. Just genius, just acting out the Bible. It's just amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Even the guy that plays Jesus, just awesome, awesome acting. Um, love the message. Is I love it. It's the word. And I'm watching that, and Pharisees and Sadducees, everybody had a problem. The Romans, everybody had a problem with Jesus. Everybody had a problem with Jesus except for the people that he kept close to him. He had his followers, just like my brother Kendrick. He had his followers, right? But people didn't respect and understand what they had until he was crucified. And he was on a mission. He had to do what he had to do. He was about his father's business to the end. Glory to God. He was about his father's business. And he handled that. That's why we have been forgiven of our sins. He took it with him. Okay? Right? But it's just like with Jesus. It's like that's the humans. We don't like we hate what we don't understand. If I don't understand it, especially in America, if I don't understand it, kill it. If it doesn't make sense to me, kill it. Ban it. Cancel it. But what about, over 300 million people in the country? 150 million people like this. So we take out the whole thing because we want everybody to like what another group likes. No, no, no. Land of the free. You're free to think. You're free to choose. You're free to have options in America. At least at least that's what I thought. And so it's the same thing. It's like, with Kendrick, excuse me, and Drake, awesome. Awesome beef battle. It goes down in history. It stands next to I believe it was MC Shan and KRS-One. That might be a little old reference for some of you young guys out there, but it stands next to that. It stands next to uh, uh, Biggie and Tupac. It stands next to Nas and Jay-Z. It stands next to, I guess, Nicki and Remy Ma, I guess. And now you have Kendrick and Drake. This just happens to be one of the greater ones. It's called rap battle, guys. It's rap battle. It's the forefather of what rap stood on. It was the foundation. Rap. I'm better than you. I suggest some of you guys come and look up some of them rap battles. Them guys were saying some crazy stuff to each other about their mothers, about their wives, about their family, about their lifestyle. Or they say some crazy things, but that's the art of it. That's why it's called battle. That's the art of it. Not every I don't believe that everything that the rapper is saying about the other rapper is necessarily true. I'm sure they fabricate some things and for rhyme's sake. I'm sure they do. And but that's what it is. Y'all need to check out some of these rap battles. Go ahead and Google it on YouTube. It's hardcore. It's up in your face. But one thing that I think is throwing me off about it, I'm just gonna give you my opinion. The one thing that throws me off about this rap battle is that, like, bro, like you want to go to court now? You want to take it to the you want to like I thought the streets was about and unfortunately I'm not saying that this is a good thing, but rap culture from you went you went to the cops over a rap battle? It's a little and don't get me wrong, I like his music too. I like Drake's music. I like Drake's music, but the best thing to do is throw another record out there to go back or 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 do something like, just be like, hey, make it a funny, be like, yo, bro came at me. Bro came, he got it. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. You did that. That's it. That's it. And then it's over, you know? You come back to fight another day. Because that's life, man. We're gonna win, but because it's called life, there will be a moment when you will lose. No matter how high you go, there will be a moment when you will lose something. And the only people that go crazy about that is people who have this warped mindset that I never lose. I'm never going to lose. That's what is it? Pride comes before the fall. Mm, mm, yeah. Pride comes before the fall. Yep. And that's what will happen to most people. And that's that when once they have that fall, they lose it. They have meltdowns. And that's not cool. It's like, yeah, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be angry. You know, it's okay. It's okay for Mike Tyson to be angry the first time uh, he was knocked out because his record was perfect. So it's okay to be upset and to be angry. But what you gotta love about Mike Tyson, what makes him a warrior, is that he got up and he came again. And he knocked out more after that. It's like that. It's like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to jump on and speak with you guys. Just kind of talk a little bit more and talk about this fifth charge and talking about this battle, this Super Bowl, which I think once again it was awesome. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Um, definitely going to try to be in the house on May 3rd, I believe it is. He's coming to Charlotte, so I'm definitely going to try to be in the building and just enjoy myself, enjoy the show. Uh, to my white brothers and sisters, make sure you find a black friend if you don't have one, and a true black friend, and really have conversation. Because believe me, I know what the media tries to make and stereotype, try to make us out to be. But if you really sit down and have a conversation, you know, and you want the truth and you want to know, ask questions and they will tell you. And they'll tell you with respect. They're not going to tell you, they're not going to tell you with disrespect and, telling you that what you know is stupid and what you know is dumb. That's not what it's about. Nobody's gonna talk to you like that. That's not what we're about. We will have real conversation with you. Ask the question, we'll give you the answer. Now, what are you going to do with that information? Are you going to continue to believe and think like how you have been? Or are you going to conform or really try to get that understanding? To be really, honestly, I'll just keep it real, to be an ally to what goes on in America on this side of the communities. That 40 acre and a mule thing, it was amazing to see on social media how many people did not know about 40 acres and a mule, how many don't know about Black Wall Street and what happened there. It's amazing. It's like when they say the divide he was showing you, depicting in the halftime show, there's two histories going on. And some people are confused as to what really happened, what really didn't happen, what's a lie, what's a truth. And asking questions, I believe, helps us get a better understanding of each other. So yeah, until the next episode, you guys, Tap in, click the link, make sure you subscribe, share this episode to your friends and family, make it a conversation piece if you will, and click the links all in the bio of this episode. Until next episode, we'll speak again. You already know the name, Shannyn Casino, SynCo.